Good morning everybody, it's Denise here, Denise at Junk Journals UK. Thank you so much for joining me, and it is lovely to have you here. Whoops. Now I am sitting in a nice new chair. I will take a picture and put it up when I get a minute and show you it, but yeah, so far I've only had it about 8 hours. so far, yeah, it feels good. So here's hoping it's going to be yeah, better, and I'm going to be able to sit here longer. So I'm hoping I'm going to do a lot more filming now. Okay, so today is the day for the DT project for Tanya at Tatty Treasure and Nanine at Collage Type, who are both on Etsy as well as YouTube, and it is their gentleman kit. Well, this is Tanya's. So there are two kits, a main kit that are very different in each shop, and an add-on kit which is quite huge. Two add-on kits very different on each shop. So Nanine's kit, although they've got the same colours and themes and some of the images and things, is very different to Tanya's kit. So they're collaborated on it, it's a collaboration. So yeah, for the next 4 Thursdays, I think there's 4 Thursdays in this month, isn't there? If there's 5, it'll be 5 weeks. I'll be working on it every Thursday, because there'll be other design team members who are working on it on the other days of the month. So yeah, so I'm going to do a make with some parts of it, obviously not all of it, and then like I do whenever I do one of Tanya or Nanine's kits, I will come back and use it again, just because there's so much in it. Now if you want to see a flip through of everything, Tanya did put one up, and in my description there's always a link to her channels. I will try and remember to put a link to the kit in her Etsy shop so you can go straight to it. Should you wish to. I'll try. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I'm not the best at IT, but yeah, let me just, I'm just playing, give you an idea of what I'm going to make, you know, on these next 4 videos, and then yeah, I'm sure there'll be lots more to come. So it is a gentleman's kit, so it's got lots of photographs of gentlemen. Now they are different, I believe. You know, they have been worked on differently, so they've got like gold around them. Some of them have got bits of William Morris papers around them and things like that. So different, you know, if you've got some of the gentleman's photographs from Tanya previously, I think they were Tanya's. Yeah, 1 or 2 of the chaps are the same, the faces are the same, but yeah, the pictures are different. There's all sorts in it anyway, so you'll see bits of it as we go along, because there's loads of fussy cuts and what have you. So I'm going to make another envelope journal. Yes, I am still working on getting through my envelopes. A small-ish one, so not a huge one. I am wanting to make some nice small, sort of handbag size, perhaps purse size, to you ladies that call them purses, or you know, just smaller handling journals, and yeah, envelopes are perfect for those as well. So I've got these lovely what would you call them? They're sort of mottled, so a really light craft card kind of colour. Yeah, I think mottled is the best way to describe them. Envelopes that I got in one of my hauls, and I've actually stuck them together ready because I wanted them to be dry. So I'm just putting 2 inside each other. It's real easy to do if you've never done it before. You just get 2 envelopes. Now you can cut the flaps down if you want to. I tend to just leave the whole flap because it's just a bit more security in there, and literally just glue on the outside of that flap. Tuck it in there. I did it with Fabri-Tac just so that I had that slidey about kind of thing. I have done it before with art glitter, but then if I don't get it in quick, it sets. Yep, and then glue the inside of that one and put it down, and then you've got like, you know, like a flappy side. And what I then do is cover. So I'll mat the insides. I'll definitely mat that because it's got that. Well, let's use the ones I've glued now. It's got that stuck down, so I would mat that. I could just put something on the front or mat it however I want. Now what you can do is mat them carefully around here, and don't glue this bit down, and then you can cut them open at the sides or the top. I haven't decided if I'm going to do that with this one yet, but what I've got is these 2, which will be the front and the back, and I'm going to put them together and put a small journal inside, you know, signature, that's it, a small signature inside to make the journal. I think I've done this before. Yeah, if not something very similar, so that I've got that page, yeah, I'm sure I have, and that page, and then there'll be like the journal pages, the signature, then that page, then that page. Yeah, and the two middle ones, this one and this one, I will probably open and put journal cards in. Yeah, I think I will. So yeah, so all I'm going to do is put them together with some nice wide masking tape, this, and then oh, it splits. I don't know if that's just because it's old, I've had it a while, or I don't think this is old actually. I think this is a newish one. Newish. I don't know. It splits easy anyway. Let me glue up my scissors by cutting it. Yes, I'm going to put a piece of that down and then mat them, and then I'm going to put over the spine some paper rather than lace or something like that, because it's like a gentleman's what is it, like a gentleman's notebook maybe? Yeah, so it's more masculine anyway, so I was thinking putting some you know, book page text over it rather than, I haven't decided what yet, but paper, some kind of paper over it. So what's going in it? So I have got I'm going to put in a couple of papers from the kit in it, and I haven't double-sided them, so they are on cream paper, so I will distress it just because I want a bit of, you know, actual writing space or creating space in there. They're not necessarily the same size. Look, I haven't made them, you know, it's not pretty. It's going to be an old sort of tatty journal, grungy, that's the effect. So I've torn that one on the ruler, that one's been cut. I've also brought a piece of my coffee dyed or tea dyed. Some of them have got a mix on, you see, so I never know what to call them. A small piece of that paper that was left, that's torn and distressed, look. Yeah, I can't remember the name of the company, but it's, you know, it's craft paper. It's not craft paper, it's, well, it is craft paper. Go on, argue with yourself, Denise. How many did I get there? I'm sure I had more. Oh yeah, I brought the page of a drawing book you've probably seen me with. So this is an old drawing book. It's like sugar paper, if you remember it, on the inside. It's naturally distressed, so that's decoloured with age, and it's a little bit shiny on the outside, so a bit like an old school book, I guess, a really old one. I just thought that was, you know, of its time. I found this in my scraps. Oh, my coffee dyed. You know, this is a really distressed, it's an index from a book page, but it's lovely. It's got a little bit of shine on it, and these, yeah, love that. So that's going in. And this is paper that Neil got in some new shoes in the summer, and I was playing at the caravan. I didn't take anything with me, so I was playing with whatever I had around. Yeah, so I stuck it together. It's like fine tissue paper, and I'm just using a piece of that for a page because it just kind of lent itself to, you know, more masculine type of thing. And then as regards putting something else in from the kit in relation to ephemera, I think I'm going to there's 4 postcards stuck together like that. I think I'm going to obviously I need to ink them round, but I'm going to glue them round like pockets there, so they're open at the top, and then sew them into the signature. So that's what that will be like. What did I do with the front and back? Okay, so they're all my ideas so far for what I'm going to do with it. These are all the lovely papers that I've pulled out to mat onto. So this is a page that I've shrunk down. Have I got the full size page here or not? Yes. Yeah, so that's what it was like in the kit. Can you see that? And I've just, I can't remember if it was 70% or something like that, just made it smaller. I was just trying to see if I could get it to the size of this. I thought 70% would be a lot smaller than that, but yeah, I was thinking of just making it really small and matting it on there, but I don't need to. And actually, I've just thought one of those journal cards there has got it really small, hasn't it? Yes, it has. Look, I've got it in 3 sizes now, but that one is too small. Actually, I think I'd rather, yeah, rather than it be a whole thing, I would like to see it a little bit torn. So I might tear, quite like those gentlemen though, yeah, I might tear down and round so we see some of the envelope underneath, actually. So yeah, so for matting onto the front, I'm going to use that. And then there's these lovely pieces which came in the are these the add-on? Yeah, these were the add-on kit. I say that, I stop and wonder, because there's freebies. So Tanya's got freebies going on. Remember, Tanya is Tatty Treasure. In her Buy Me a Coffee, I think there's some on her Patreon, if you're a Patreon member for her. Yeah, I think the rest are in Buy Me a Coffee, so that there might be a link to it on her Facebook group, which is Tatty Treasure and Friends Facebook group. Yeah, so, but I'm sure, I think these are from the add-on kit, not from that, after all that. So yeah, this one I thought would be nice for the back page, this newspaper one. So let's just pull out what I'm thinking. That and that for front and back. Okay, put you back with the cards you're supposed to be with. Yeah, and then there's these lovely greys. Yeah, these. Now, I think this lighter one might be a freebie. You'll have to go on and have a look at the kit anyway. Yeah, so maybe the 2 greys as well on the inside, and then I'll say I can't remember what else I need apart from that. So where's the ones that I wanted? That one and that one and that one. Yeah, and then we'll see. I'll pull from the rest. I'll pull from the rest of them. So maybe I should fold, right. Let's fold this over so that I know it's the signature. And like I say, it's going to be one of those grungy journals, so I may end up ripping some of these. I'll put on the outside. You know, distressing. That one on the outside. I don't know. It will happen organically. Is that the right way to say it? Love this papers. So pleased to be putting this in a journal. I think it's Laura Ashley. Yeah, Laura Ashley collection. I'll put on shiny side in, I think. Right, so I'm not choosing which way they're going yet. I'm just going to pop them all together and then put a little clip on them, and I know that they're the papers, otherwise they're going to end up getting, was that of them all? Yes. Yeah, used for other things, and then I'll be like, I'm sure I had more papers than that. No, there was a couple of those. Where's the other one of those? To see what happens. I don't know why they're not back to back. I put them back to back, didn't I? Okay. Okay, that's my envelope front and back. That's my signature. I'm just looking for, here it is right over here. One of those. Okay, pockets to go in. I also had the others of these, didn't I? What happened to those? Is that them? Yes. I mean, I like that. I might just back these journal cards onto something fun and have them as journal cards. I think they'll just about fit. Yeah, they will. I can always trim them a little bit if I want to. So that's all the journal. These are just extra envelopes I brought to show you how I did it, so they can go out the way. Those are my matting pages. Right, let's get rid of everything else then. Okay, and this is all other pages which can go in this. I mean, look, this is all the ephemera and embellishments, all sorts of the add-ons, thousands and thousands of things to play with. Some lovely labels, some beautiful what's the word, tickets. Yeah, so that's all for the kit, and you're all in one place. Right, what else have I been playing at? So these are all the photographs, look, which are lovely. I just love playing with these. So when I sat down and thought about what I wanted to do, it had to, for me, the photographs had to be a big part of it, just because I love them so much. So I just started playing. So I've stuck some of them on some of my black paper. Now, don't they look nice on that? Love that. Don't know what I'm going to do with them, just stuck them down to see how they were, and I love them. And then I thought about, I was thinking about, I suppose this might have been what inspired me a little bit, about gentlemen's wallets and little flip books and pocket books and things like that. And I knew that I wanted lots of the, you know, the photographs. So I came up with this, which is a piece of this, which is my tea-dyed coffee dyed paper. I put a picture of him on the front. Now I did try him with the frame, but I much preferred it without. I thought it was much more yeah, not contrived, not constructed, a bit more, you know, rustic. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. You know, for a gentleman's notebook as opposed to frames for a formal picture or something like that. So I just folded it over. Obviously I've got the gentleman on the front. I used one of the tickets that came with it, one of these, and just folded it over and made a gusseted pocket so it was roomy. And then there's 3 of these that come with it. So I left one open so I could show you everything. So they come connected like this. I think Tanya's probably made hers into the booklet, because you can see this is a front and a back, or could be the front and the back cover of a booklet, and then there are like lined pages and these grid pages, and you know, they'd make a lovely, or they will make, I'm sure I will make it up into one at some point. But yeah, I stuck them together and folded them together and trimmed around them, and I thought that was nice in there. And then statements, there are lots of little ticket labels, wordy labely things. Don't want to get them all out because you know me, I'll have them everywhere, but go on, why not? We're going to use them. Yeah, all sorts of lovely numbers, words, labels, things like that. Yeah, and I thought it just looked like kind of a, I don't know, some kind of a dossier on this gentleman, I suppose. You can make notes in there, and you know, I may still stick something on there from the kit yet. It's going to be one of those things that evolves. One of those lovely black labels that come with the kit in there. There's lots of plain labels that come with it. Okay, so let's make another one together, because I want one front and one back in the journal somehow. So I literally got a piece of paper and folded it over. Right, I must start giving you sizes, because yeah, I think it was Carol that said to me the other day that you can't always tell on camera you know, what size things are, and it's not something I do regular. So the envelopes are 6 1/4 inch by 4.5, or that is 16 centimetres by 11.5 centimetres. And this piece of paper, well, I think it must be, oh no, it won't be A4 because I've torn it down. So that's 26 centimetres that way, or 10 1/4 inches. And it is 9 centimetres, just over 3.5, maybe 3 3/4 inches that way. Okay, so for those of you that like to measure, so I've just folded them over. I wanted to use, now they do come in 3 sizes, these photographs, so you know, whatever papers you've got you could use. I did want to use the biggest one. Oh, he's a handsome young man, isn't he? Look, with his beard, he's very different to this guy. He's very serious. This guy's got that twinkle in his eye. Yeah, and I broke out the black soot distress ink. Again, more masculine. I mean, it doesn't have to be a journal for a man, this, just because it's got masculine elements. I mean, I like it. I would write in something like this. I mean, to be honest, girls, they are handsome looking chappies. Who wouldn't want a book with them in? You know, and it's a bit of fun as well. But equally, it would, you know, if you was wanting a journal for a gentleman, this would be a good one. I don't know if a gentleman would like a journal full with other men's photographs. Now, if you didn't use the photos or just used an odd one or two, there are lots and lots of other bits and pieces in the kit to make it a gentleman's journal. You'll see as we go along, or like I say, pop on and look at Tanya's flip through of the kit. Yeah, I stuck him on first because I was just playing, so I'll just do it how I did then. So I stuck him on there. I didn't know what I was making initially, and I've only done it this morning. It's not that I've done it a long time in advance. I'm not a planner. I'm more of a last minute, or you know, what's speaking to me at the time kind of a crafter. I don't sit and plan, which has its pros and its cons, as what does having been a planner, I guess. And then I thought, well, it's just crying out for something at the bottom, and I hadn't thought about these, and I just started looking, and then I saw them, those statements, priority, top priority. What do we want to say about him? It could be notes on him. Accounting department, documents. Right, so we've got statements and documents. They're a good mix, aren't they? I'm just kind of going with that theme of, you know, it being a collection of information. Whether it be about these chaps or these chaps have collected the information. You know, and obviously it's for journaling in. So what information goes in it is up to the owner, if any. You could just leave it empty. Okay, yeah, and then I thought, right, what shall I do on the inside? And that's when a pocket came to me. So I started sifting through again and came across this. So I literally made a gusseted pocket, just like I did. Where did I fold it? About there. Whatever day the last video went up. Can't remember now. But I just folded it by hand like this. I didn't measure my own camera there, just about. I didn't measure, you know, with a ruler. I measured by just putting it against the booklet like that. Yep, so that one is a little bit smaller, is it? No, it's not. If anything, it's a little bit bigger. That just shows you, doesn't it? That's not very straight though, Denise. Straight definitely matters. Well, not definitely, because I think it's because that's off, it's thrown me a bit, but yeah, you want it straight for things to go in. Well, maybe you don't. It's a grungy journal, so yeah, ignore everything I'm saying there. If it's not straight, it doesn't matter, unless it matters to you. And then again, open it out and just take those corners off. Don't go into the corner, just cut right across the corner. And then, oh, that's a deep one. And what I didn't do on the other one, was I realised as I'd glued it down, was this little bit. Just nip that bit off there. So that it doesn't, you know, impede anything when you're putting it in. That one doesn't an awful lot, it's usable, but I did notice that I kept putting that onto it. Where's my little bone folder? Or whatever you are. Oops. Stretching the paper now and putting it all out of shape, I bet. Let's have a look. And again, I say it many times, but that's the beauty. Don't think I have an ink tray on that one. I'm going to use brown on this one. That's the beauty for me of the grungy type journals. You never know what's been grunged on purpose and what is actually a bit of a boob. Okay. I love a bit of a hidden journal spot or a hidden tab, whatever. Yeah. So we have a slightly different label at the top then. So these are some of the labels, excuse my arm, with the kit. Some printed on cream and some on white. Look, you can see the difference between them. I'm just wondering about these because there's a page of these as well. So something here I might... Oh, quite big. I haven't, these are full size. I haven't cut any of them down. No, I don't think I want a tab that big. I've got white. Do I want that one? Let's have a look which page I'm putting in it. This page, which I haven't glued yet. I was going to... Well, it is quite a white page though. Let's have a look. I quite like that one. I might make that one a lozenge shape, which is really easy. Just follow the shape that's already there. Oops, was a bit close. Get rid of these little triangles, I'll end up in the pockets. Lots of banging going on out there. Yeah, right, I think before I stick that on, what I'll do is I'll give this needs a few minutes to glue, doesn't it? So I need a glue page. Oh, I've got some card down here that somebody sent me. I'll use that for now because it won't harm it. So I've literally cut it out as a square. I haven't done the corners. If you're going to glue it together, lost my voice then. It's better if you cut all the corners together, and then you get them the exact the exact shape as each other, if you know what I mean. We don't have any white bits showing. That's it. So I'm just using glue stick on one half, fold it over, do that, and use my brayer. That's it. So I'll just leave that to dry a little bit, so that, you know, and then I will cut into the corners and things like I have on that one. Just put it under there. Yeah, so I kind of cut them together so you can see they're identical shape. Oh, I'll put a little label on the back of that one as well, which I thought was quite nice. I mean, you can really go to town putting the, you know, using all the tickets, because there's so many. I love the feel of it as well. Right, let's get this stuck down. Now that's doing its thing. Put the lid on this. Yeah, so I might use this. I have glued this one actually, so I might use this and put just some plain paper inside it. I mean, I could print the others out again, but I think I'd like it with plain in. Yeah, and it can go in a pocket in the journal somewhere, can't it? Okay. That just came to me. That wasn't planned either. Oh look, there's a little notebook sign there as well. So much fun. Okay. A cloth. Yeah, maybe we should put something on here as well. Now I could use these. I could put a number on it. We've got a number on the back of that, haven't we? But we've got other things. We've got tickets. We've got stamps. Lots of different stamps, and then we've got these. So I've put a number on that other one, so I'll keep a number for this one. What else have we got? Maid Marian Way. I bet that is a road in somewhere near Tanya. Nottingham. That's what I was trying to say. November the 14th. Ale. Ale? Do you think that was say? Oh, there, look, postal. Postale. Maybe that's what it was. This is the problem. Too many to... I like that postage stamp there. Too many to choose from. No. No. I don't want one of those on it, definitely. I've got the number out for the back of the other one. So maybe I want one of these beautiful little strips on it. Classified, I like that. Oh, classified and private. Right. Some great words in this one, Tanya. Love these. Oh, advisor, I like as well. Yeah. Love these words. Okay, I'm going to cut them down and make them small. These just look bent then. I don't think it is. I think it's the way my varifocals bend things. Okay. I could back them onto something to make them stand out, but I'm not going to. I'm going to go around them with the black ink, which I think will make them stand out. I'm squirreling, aren't I? I'm in the middle of doing something and then I think of something else or I see something else and I'm off. Oh, let's do that. But yeah, I'm having great fun with it. Which one? Yeah, this one's a bit lighter and this one seems to be more of a lighter. Yeah, I'm just going to put it down on that. And then whoever owns the journal has still got the whole of this to do with what they will. It's becoming a bit of a secret dossier on somebody or people. Yes, I could have done with a briefcase, a mini briefcase to put it in. So, we were this, weren't we? This is what we were playing with it. Obviously it won't be dry, maybe should have done it beforehand. I just wanted to show you how easy it was to stick together. Let's see if it's dry enough to play. It's not, it doesn't feel too wet actually. I know it's not dry because of the glue it is. Now you could put that in your corner rounder if you want it them all exactly the same. Mine are a little bit squarish cut, if you like. In fact, I haven't folded that very well, so that's it. Yep. And then just in case I've got any white showing. Yeah, I'm loving these little note looks as well. Oh, I didn't do that middle one. Did you know? Was you telling me? Oh, taking a big chunk, big square chunk out of it, but never mind. It is vintage after all. Okay, and then that's quite a big number for the back of there, isn't it? Do I want them that big? Let's just look on these little ones. It's the one that's on a more white. Yeah, that one is. Yeah, I'm going to again make it smaller. It's got lovely background behind it if you want to use it with all that on. Looks like logarithms, I don't know, or some kind of secret code. I might go over to the corner, sorry, with this one a bit. Yeah. Something keeps banging out there. Wonder if it's my neighbour. Yep, I like that. Did I put anything on the front of it? This one? No, just a number on the back. Oh, I can tell you they're very tactile and great fun to play with. Did I put anything on the back of there? No, and should I? Let's. Now I'm thinking those beautiful triangular shaped, were they in here? Oh, that one was. Yeah, I think they were, weren't they? There. That's got the date on though, I don't know. Oh, Main Street Order. I like that one. I definitely like Order. Well, that one's got Order on it as well. Yeah, I want those two. Where do I want them? At the bottom again? Yeah. Some actual you know, stamping with ink and rubber stamps would be nice on here as well. Might come in and put some on. I'm just in the process of, or just about to start actually, I can't really say I'm in the process of just getting organised to reorganise all my stamps. I'm going to have them on one shelf of my trolley so that I can pull them beside me and have them all, because they're on the top shelf at the minute, so I tend not to use them. Oh, I love those. Okay, so I'll probably have one of those front and back in the envelope cover. Either that, no, which one? Yeah, probably there, because this one's going to open and have a card in, isn't it? Yeah. So probably one in there and then one in the back there. Let me put my lid in this, because the next job is to tape this cover together. Oops. If the stand up, the brayer causing problems. If this is going to play. Right, let's get rid of, I've got a little, didn't know that was in there, half a press stud. Oh no, it's both, it's top and bottom, tiny press stud. Just I needed something to keep these in, and I found that bag. It obviously already was being used for a press stud. Perfect. I've got loads of these little bags somewhere. I bought them by accident to keep beads and things in, you know, small sets, but when they came they were a little bit on the smaller side than I anticipated. But yeah, they come in every now and then for things like that. Right, So this, let's move this paper. That's all the backing paper, isn't it? Where's the other one gone then? They're all in a pile. This. Yep, so I think I'll have the smooth side out. And I want this on the outside, don't I? Probably should have my mat to line everything up. Otherwise I'll have it on the wonk. Excuse the noise. I'm looking for mat grid. Should be in here. If it's not, I will have to stop. It doesn't appear to be. What have I done with that? I've got this one. Oh, it's always in there. Heck, maybe I can do it with this. This is a quilting ruler. As long as I've got some squares to, yeah. Right, are you the same size? Just about. Now obviously when you stick and fold two things together, they don't necessarily come out completely square. That one's a bit off, look. As long as I get the bottoms in line, then if the tops are not, there's not a lot I can do about it apart from disguise it. Right, how big I want a bit of a gap so that it's got a turning space. No, I want a journal in the middle of it as well. So I think we're just about straight there. Right. Oh, yeah, you're just going to keep splitting, aren't you? I took my eye off it and it started splitting. So there's another piece. Oh dear. Right, I'll give it one more go and just cut all that off. I'm sorry if you can't see. Oh, come on, play nice. I maybe pulled it too quickly. If I pull it slowly, that's it. I think I'm about there now. Next job is don't let it curl up. I thought it was going to stick to my scissors and not move. Do you know what I'm thinking? I think I'd like some extra glue down. Right, let's stick that on there and do it because it's an integral. I've lost my glue. Come on. I put the lid on it there, I did. It's the way where it should be, I just can't see for looking. It's an integral, that's it, part of the project. Yeah, if this comes apart, we'll know about it. So I don't know how far out I need to come, but as long as it's glued on this edge quite well, I can always peel it back and put some more under the other edge, can't I? Okay, Denise, you haven't got too long, it's art glitter, what are you doing? Get it lined up and get it on. That's too big. Okay. Yeah, it's not all that sticky, is it? Still too big, that, Denise. Well, how big do you think the journal's going to be? Get it level, right. We're going for it. Yeah, still got, oh! You see, I moved it once I was down, so yeah, off you come. Oh, maybe I should have put one down first like that and then added the other to it and done it by eye. That's better. I only want about 1 millimetre. That's it. That's it. Now I'm thinking, shall I put a piece on the inside as well? I think I probably shall. Yes. If I can go slow and get another piece. Now you don't have to have masking tape, you could do this with anything. Fabric, just ordinary paper, anything at all. Don't curl up on me. Alright then, curl up on me. That's it, we'll do the same again, just stick it on one side. Can I do that? No, I can't. Because these are stuck together, you silly girl. Okay. That's it. Yeah, when you stick it down on something like that, it's even less tacky as well. So dirty bit in there now. Never mind. Something I've taken off my table. Be a blob of something. It's going to be covered. No, I just forgot that there was two there. So let's make sure it opens. It does. I'll have to cover that sooner rather than later. It's annoying me. Unless I can go in and grab it. If it wasn't for the... Can I cut the envelope there? No, not quite. It won't far off it though. Now I can go in and trim again. Sorry. I bet that's driving you crazy. Can't get me back of my scissors in. The blades will go in, that's it. Oops, don't rip it, Denise. Lovely. Okay. Sorry, it's driving me mad, that blob. Come out. Don't go through the... Oh, don't know what it is, brown paper or something. There. Got you. Okay, so we're sticking here. That's you. That's it. Yeah, that's it. To clean those scissors now. Okay, which is the outside and which is the inside? That's the outside because it, yeah, you can see the folds there, and they've got the neater. Yep, so they're all going to be matted, but that's the front and that's the back. Okay, so have I got time? Yeah, let's get the front and back on. Just so you've got an idea what it's going to look like, because a week's a long time to wait, isn't it? I won't be waiting a week to do this, that is for sure. Ruler. Should we do a little bit of measuring? Oh, I was wanting it torn though, wasn't I? Do I want it torn? Let me just do this. Oops, sorry if I'm shaking you. You've still got a long bit on there. You have. Well, maybe I didn't do the bottom end, did I? Oh. Yeah, so what I'm going to put over the spine will now go over the matted pieces, front and back. You know, so I'm going to put these on and then it will have something else over there. Paper-wise or whatever I choose. Sorry, I knew there was a side I hadn't done, I just couldn't find it. That's it. Right, to tear or to mat? And it's such nice. And which way to tear? I want those gentlemen on, you see. Just wondering what label I'm going to put on the front. If any of them, that's nice. If any of these, yeah, so I don't want it over the chappy. So the label needs to be down there. So I could, if I tore it down that way a little bit, the label could go over. Let's do it. I've got another one of these printed anyway, haven't I? I must have known if I don't like what I do. I can just use the other one and use this for collage. Oops. What are we thinking? Still don't know. Still can't decide. Sometimes you just need a little bit of time to think about these things, so I think what's throwing me off is that, but obviously it's going to be covered, isn't it? Not with this necessarily, but let me just give myself an idea. might all be covered. Actually, I don't dislike a bit of it showing. I might purposely show a bit more of it. Oh. Right, I'll do this with the brown, I think. So this is my antique photo. Yeah. Is that what it's called? I think it is. I mean, I might not use that label, but yeah, I'm thinking that label down there. And then something, well, I'll have to cover the spine before I put my label on as well. Yeah, I'm going to do that. So, right, now, Collall, how are you going to fare with me? I haven't used it yet. I opened it and it all spurted out. So this is the small Collall bottle that I've never had before. So, which allegedly, you know, doesn't pour out like the big one. We'll see. But it's got this kind of spreader behind it as well. Maybe I shouldn't try it on a project before I've tried it. Right, so I think that's what you do. Put it on with, oh, well, that spreader's longer than the, that's very weird. Did you pick right up? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, that's got a dirty black spot on it as well. Maybe that's from the, yeah, that's very weird. I'm not sure I like that. But who knows, to get used to it. Right, yes, that's the unmistakable smell of Collall. So I need to brayer it because the glue needs spreading about. And I'm keeping my finger on it when I brayer it so it doesn't move off the edge, in theory, of the paper. Now, if I haven't got to the edge, which I may not have, you know, such as there, no, I can always go in and glitter. Just a tiny bit. Yeah, I like it actually. I do like it. Let's get that nice and brown down there just in case it is showing once I cover it over. Yeah, I'm not going to do this. I am going to mat the back piece. So how am I doing for time? I'm all right. And we're not in slow motion, are we? Can't tell once you're going. I did a slow-mo film of Happy Mail. Who sent me some Happy Mail that I filmed? Violet. So Violet. I filmed it once and I was so excited as well because I opened it on camera rather than beforehand to have a look. So excited when I saw what was in it. Yeah, and it was slow motion and I went in and speeded it up and it was still slow motion in one part. Oh, it sounded horrible. Is that right? Am I just going for it? Yeah, it's okay. It just sounded awful, so I'll have to refilm it. And yeah, I don't know why why my camera just jumps over into slow motion. I've no idea. It's so annoying. Okay, so if I just trim that, I'm thinking if I do it plenty long and trim it ever so slightly on the guillotine. So where are we looking about there? You know, tidy it up on the guillotine. And do it the right way up, Denise. Yeah, see, I only just did that long enough. You don't want it tidying up much at the bottom. Okay, so I have sat here for a long time now and my leg is starting to ache. So new chair or no, I really do need to call it a video and go move. Come off. Threads, mind your fingers, Denise. Okay, that should be fine. Sorry about that big bang, it must have been right next to the microphone. Oh, still a little bit wide. I don't want to be fighting the edge, so let's go in there. Yeah, that's better. I'm starting to get untidy now on my desk. So next time we will sew the signature in, because I know you like to see the signature being sewn in, so I will do that. I'll sew the signature in on camera. Yeah, and then we can play with some more of, we need to sew the signature in and, oh look, I've got a bubble, a dried bubble. What else do we need to do? It's gone, my brain's gone. Sew the signature in and mat the other pages, that was it, on the envelopes. Yeah, and then we can play with the ephemera and the embellishing. So yeah, I might do the other matting then, rather than showing you me just cutting squares out and sticking them on. And then we've got time, I'd like each video to do, you know, have a little play with some ephemera as well as building the journal. So yeah, I'll do the other 2 pieces of matting. 4 pieces, aren't there? Yeah. Oh, that's it. I love that newspapery piece. They're all nice, aren't they? I won't gush. You can see for yourself how lovely they are. Make sure I save that as well. Yeah, so I'll mat these off camera. These 4. No, not. Oh, 2, 4, there's 6. Because the journal's going in there, isn't there? Isn't it? This. Not like that, but yeah. Yeah, it'd be a nice size actually. Yeah, so I'll mat those 6 pages off camera, and then when we come on we can sew the signature in and play with the ephemera and embellishments. Okay, thanks so much. I hope you enjoyed watching it. Tomorrow I will be back to new year, new stash, and yeah, I'm not sure what, but it'll be something different to what we've already done. And have a lovely day. Give me a thumbs up if you can. Let me know what you're up to, and see you soon. Bye for now.